one way. Live. I'll tap in with the world, see what's up. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I want to say happy birthday to my sister. You know, she's my older sister, but growing up, we always were good friends, and yeah, growing up, my older sister, I was always like the kind of like I always watched over her and made sure no one was messing with her and stuff like that. Ever since I was like a little kid, you know. Shoot, I can remember as far as back as I remember there was an older kid at the bus stop that was you know, teasing my sister, pulling her hair and stuff like that. So you know, I mean, when I heard about that, you know, I got a little short temper and stuff like that, so it kind of upset me. So I had my other friend, you know, have him bring him over to the oak tree and go hang out by the oak tree. I told him, and I'll meet up with you guys later on. And so sure enough, by the time I got to the oak tree, that my friend was there, and the guy that was messing with my sister was there, and he was sitting up in the tree, you know. And I came over there and I confronted him. I told him, why are you pulling my sister's hair and stuff like that, you know, being tough like a little kid, you know. And I think he responded kind of tough and shit. And I looked over to the side and I seen a bunch of concrete. Someone had took off a bunch of, I don't know, maybe destroyed like a sidewalk or something. And there was a bunch of concrete laying against the fence. And I just remember grabbing a piece of concrete and throwing it at him and knocking him down from the tree, you know. And he fell out crying and all that shit. And I told him, you know, not to be messing with my sister. I ain't playing. And sure enough, his parents came later on talking about, you know, what did you do to my son and this and that. And I told him when that happened. And so, you know, I didn't get in trouble for that. Man, whatever happened to him, I don't know what happened. But that's as far as back I can remember stories like that. And, you know, later on in life, she would call me with problems, you know, maybe with boyfriend and husband and stuff like that. And I would slide through and just tell them, you know, just bounce, or just certain things like that. You know, even though they were all older guys, you know what I'm saying? They all they all knew I wasn't playing and shit, because I just had that reputation of not playing, you know what I mean? And I knew, see, in those days, you know, I was kind of willing to crash out, and I don't think people was willing to crash out like I was, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was kind of not all there in those days. Still kind of, my mind, you know what I mean? Not matured. So I still was trying to prove toughness and all that stuff. Not thinking things thoroughly. You know, like even later on, you know, I had found out that one of my sister's ex-husband was, you know, putting hands on her and stuff like that. You know, it took me a while to even contemplate and think about that, you know, but for my nieces and stuff like that, you know, I got 2 nieces that he's taking care of, and you know, that's as far as that went. And like I said, happy birthday to my sister, you know. Time goes by so fast, you know what I'm saying? Life's a trip like that. My ladies, yes. Yeah, so I thought I'd tap in, tell my sister, you know, happy birthday. This year's kind of wild starting off, but I think it's getting better, y'all. I got some funny stories I can tell about me and my sister growing up and stuff like that. You know, one funny story is, you know, I'm kind of old school, so, you know, I grew up in the days when they had Rubik's Cubes. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with them. There was like a little cube that you change colors and try to match some colors on all 4, or how many sides did it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like 6 sides or something. Anyways, it was a cube that you would just twist around. Anyways, me and my sister was up in her room one day, and she was sitting in her bed. You know, we was arguing. Not arguing, but I was teasing her and shit. And man, she was playing with that Rubik's Cube. And I just remember she threw that shit at me in my head. And I don't know if you guys ever seen a Rubik's Cube when it shatters to a bunch of pieces. I mean, like 100 pieces I could have swore shattered all over my sister's room. And I remember my sister was scared, and I was just like startled and shit. I was like, what the shit? I might have even cried because I was a little kid, you know. But I remember my moms came in there, and we just played it off because, you know, back in the days, you know, I wasn't supposed to be teasing my sister and shit like that. You know, I would get in trouble if my pops found out I was fucking with my sister in any type of way. You know, I remember there was one time we was playing pool, and man, my sister was fucking teasing me. And like I said, you know, I had a little short temper when I was a kid. So man, I got mad, and I was chasing her around the house, and then she ran in the bathroom and locked the door, and I had a pool stick, you know. So I started hitting the door like a dummy with the pool stick and didn't realize I was making holes in the damn door. And when I looked, I noticed, damn, there was a couple holes. And when my pops came home, he asked me, you know, what happened here? And fuck, I didn't want to tell him, you know, I was chasing my sister with pool sticks. I knew he would beat my ass, you know. So I told him, you know, I was carrying my toy box down the hallway, and I slipped, and it tilted to the side, and it hit the door, the point. You know them football little Tykes toy boxes? They're old school from back in the days. Play school. I don't know what kind of brand, but it was like a big football with like a plastic lid. And man, I told my pops that I was carrying it down the hallway, and I bumped it. So my pops told me, okay, show me how you did that. So man, I went in my room. I went in there and I tried to pick up my toy box. Man, I couldn't even move that sucker. It was so full of toys. So I told him, you know, first I cleared out a bunch of toys, and then I carried it. So I said, okay, show me. So I cleared out a bunch of toys, and it was like light enough for me to carry it down the hallway. So there I go, carrying that shit down the hallway, and I got to the door where my sister, you know, the bathroom door where I made the holes in the door. He's like, okay, show me how it happened. So, you know, I picked up that toy box, and I told him, like this. And man, he snatched me by my hair, drug me out there to the pool, to the family room out there where we had the pool table, the game room. And he grabbed that pool stick and dragged me all the way back to the bathroom. Man, he beat my ass. That pool stick. I remember I had marks like I was looking like a zebra after that shit. But shit, I deserved that shit, to be honest with you. But I remember I was all, like I said, looked like a zebra, black and white, and marks all over. And I remember my parents, the next day, I showed my mom, and you know, my parents were kind of tripping out. So they told me, you don't gotta go to school this week. And I was thinking, that's cool. And so my pops told me, let's go hunting. And so the next day he took me out hunting. And he told me, man, you know, I apologize for doing that to you, and I didn't know you was gonna look like that, and you know, I can't send you to school like that, because if they see you at school like that, you know, we can get in big trouble, you know. And I was like, man, I ain't gonna tell nobody, you know. I go, it's all right. I go, it don't hurt or nothing. I ain't gonna tell nobody. It's just marks, you know. And my parents, I remember my pops he was really concerned about that. I was gonna park in the front and get a nice view, but I guess it ain't happening. Party in the slide. Unless I can get a good view. Let me see if that spot's open over there. spots are kind of tiny though. Let's see. Right here. We'll squeeze in between these two cars, yeah. Let's go look at the damn dumpster. Okay, see the waves out there? Yeah, anyways, I didn't have to go to school for like a week. That was cool. You know, when you're a kid. But right here is Marina Beach, y'all. This out here is known for like the worst undertows and tides. Like if no one goes swimming right there. Like these waves right here. You know, end up. I mean, it's not like Moss Landing where you swim out there and there's drop-offs like miles deep, but trenches and canyons. But out here they got that undertow. It's vicious. Suck you under there and you end up way out there. By the time you end up popping up, you end up way out there. You could be the strongest swimmer too. But that undertow, when that undertow gets you, it's a wrap. Sometimes there'll be some surfers out here, or hang gliders. This is like, you can, I guess, hang glide right up on this beach. Maybe we'll see a whale. A lot of times you get lucky, you see like whales or like a bunch of killer whales or something mobbing through. Or dolphins. If this car moves, I got a better view. There it is. He's jamming, y'all. He's out. He's jamming to the beat. He's gone. There's someone down there. Some fishing, maybe. I think there's fishing. People be fishing out here. If you got your long, what do you call them? Not shore rods. Yeah, what they call them? I think he's just filming the waves. Where's all the surfers? This beach right here, if you walk, you know, not that many people walk it, so you can find a lot of sand dollars and stuff like that. Over there's Monterey. Not that way. That's all Monterey. Seagulls. Yeah, this was just a quick live. Just, like I said, wanted to say happy birthday to my sister. So I tap out. Fly pelican. Oh, there's some seagulls, yeah. So everybody have a good one, and stay blessed. Or maybe I'll just keep it running while I smash up. No, I'm out. Everybody, peace out.